Puttar irrigation project. Attrauli Puttar irrigation project. And Bhuvan, do you have your food? If not, then come back and have a second.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you so much. I would like to begin with one short story. In the morning, Saturday morning, one mom had to take her children to the swimming class. Here in the swimming class, the instructor was selling one swimming idol, and the price she said was $50. Somehow, some reason, mom did not buy that one. But the transaction that she saw was something different from what she was thinking before. After coming home, she asked, what is $50? And $50, I said, $50 is $1.50. Oh, I thought that $50 is $50. That is $10 bill. That was the reason that mom did not buy that one. And I'm husband of that lovely wife. Beautiful wife. The reason for sharing this story is you may find some difficulties in understanding me. But I will try to make it clear as possible as I can. Now I'll go. Good morning to everyone. My name is Bhuvan Manandhar. Bhuvan in short. It's my pride and honor to be here to talk about the project where I work as a project manager and project engineer. So I had two different types of responsibilities. One was survey, design and construction work as an engineer. The second one is planning, managing and organizing the whole project as a project manager. The project was in a remote place of Nepal, where one had to walk 16 miles, 16 miles to reach to the project office. There was no safe water to drink, no power line and no phone line. So we can understand that there were no vehicles in the project areas and no comfort in the project office. That is something different from where I was from. I'm from a city called Banipa, very near to Kathmandu, the capital, where we had power lines, phone lines, and no problems with the transportation. Different people in my city from different walks of life, businessmen, people doing the service in different areas, so busy, and some farmers, but at the same time they will have some other type of work too. But in the village, as I mentioned, no power line. So unlike the cities in US where we have electric lights even in the daytime, the project area doesn't have the electric lights even in the nighttime. So many of my design works were under the kerosene line and calculator. There were no restaurants and coffee stalls, tea stalls where one can spend time. So life is different. But we have one office building for staying and office works. And one building at the Gajarkot site, which was very useful when we had a construction work at the Gajarkot site. That was 6 miles from the main office. And my another contact office, hired to my office in Regional Directorate, that was in a city, and I need to walk again back 16 miles plus another 15 miles of roadway. That I need to contact very frequently, and the main department, the irrigation department is in capital, that is 130 miles. So life is hard, work is hard in that environment, but again, very important to make that project complete. I will talk about this project, the problems we face. I will also talk about the way I led the team, the way we work inside that very team, including the public involvement, that is the volunteer participation, and the philosophy I believe, and aftermath, and lastly the question and answer after that. This is the name of the project, Attrauli Puttar, and it's an irrigation project. The topic I will describe is project description, problems in the project, team organizing, goal, vision and shared vision, religious participation, that is the volunteer service, irrigation, water in the farmers' village, economic change, aftermath, and there's some pride. I started my journey with great enthusiasm and very strong attitude. It was to do something for the farmers and it was to make their life better. For me, it was like a marathon that I need to win by making water available in their land. Here is the silent future. It's a project name, Attrauli Puttar Irrigation Project, common area. This is the round figure, 1,500 acres. And a project cost, I calculated in terms of the labor day, 2 million labor day force. Catchment area, 36 square miles, and number of benefited farmers are 5,000 villagers. Main canal, 11.6 miles, and there are 27 branch canals. There are 2 challenging structures. They are cross bridges to siphon pipe. Here is the location map, Nepal. In between India and China. India from the 3 sides, bounded by 3 sides, and China separated by the high Himalayas. This is the project area. And it's just calculate, it's less than, I know that it's less than 250 miles, aeronautical might be less than 250 miles. And again, it's less than 150 miles from Lumbini. Lumbini is the birthplace of Buddha. Buddha was born in Nepal. And it's 140 miles from Kathmandu, the capital. And I talked about my hometown, and here it is. This must be a little bit older photo because I can't see the crowded one now, it's very crowded. Okay, here is the index map. It shows the jungle area, it's not in the scale, jungle area. These are the jungle area, and this is the yellow side. And thick blue line is the main canal, and thin blue line are the major branch canals. And the green one, sorry, the green one is the common area. Here is the source, the dream of 5,000 villagers. And we can see the steep slope that one has to walk, and I spent 3 years working for this area. This photo was snapped around 2.5 miles from the Gajarkot side, from where we need to trap the water, stream water for irrigation. And this is the structure to trap the irrigation water. We said side intake. We provided we provided screen to prevent the boulder and gravel. This one. However, small particles like sand and small gravels flow along with water. They need to be separated before entering into the main canal, and this is done with the help of this settling machine. With the increase in the flow area, there will be a decrease in the flow velocity for the constant discharge, and thus settling down the sediments. They need to be removed, and they are removed with this help of this cross regulator, and clean water will go through this canal regulator. The bed level of cross regulator is lower than the sea level of the canal regulator. And the water with the silt will go through this escape channel that we can see from in the next slide. And here is the bird's eye view showing the main canal and escape channel about which I talked about, and this is the source stream. And these structures in the Gajarkot sites need to be protected during the high flood season. And this is done with this ornate embankment, blanketed with created boulder, Gavin box with boulder, and launching apron. And then they were verified during the high flood period during my time. And this is the ornate embankment. and still we can see the siding here. Here is the canal in the mountainous area. We need to follow the path of the mountain. At the same time, we need to make two requirements. That is the canal size for the required discharge and canal slope for the required velocity. Velocity plays some role in the canal size too, but they need to be within some limit because most of the canal is not lined, they are earthen. So we need to take care of the silting and scouring. And beginning part was not the easy one. There are two reasons. One is we have very little room to shift the alignment. The second one bigger in size compared to the other one. And still we can see the canal regulators. All these regulators, when I talk about the gated and regulators, they are all manually operated, not the means electric or something like that. And this is you see, if we are a little bit late, again we have the problem. So we need to work when means we need to hit the iron when it is hot, something like that. And retaining walls on the way to cover it, and this is almost done. So getting ready for the concrete slab later. And manuring is the main characteristics in the mountains area. So when it is manuring, there is the scoring on the concave side, means the inward curve, and silting on the outward curve, and we need to work on that one too. And these canals, main canals, branch canals, and even the cap drains, I designed it on the basis of many formula. And apart from the canal and branch canals, we need to make so many structures before delivering the water to the farmer's field. There are two challenging structures. They are cross bridges for siphon pipe. The construction of these two cross bridges shortened the canal length by 2.5 miles, two big loops in the jungle area that made very extensively easier to operate the canal during the canal operation period by the farmers. But the construction was not the easy one, because every part